Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from New Orleans as the Pelicans go up against the Dallas Mavericks. And guys, for the Mavericks, they've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Woo! Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And this is a one-and-done trip for Dallas before going back to their Mavericks fans. And as things get...
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2" guard to a 6'10" big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoe.
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. Now, about midway through the season, a couple teams starting to slide, and they're desperate to turn things around.
But does that mean, Kevin, desperate means you've got to make a bunch of changes, or do you go back to some of the things that had you in a position where we were talking about you in a positive manner?
Well, you want to remember your mission statement, don't you? You know, what did we begin the season with?
Right. What did we come out of training camp?
Yes.
What was our mantra coming out of training camp? And maybe late November into early December, we won 7 to 10 games. Well, guess what? Break out that film. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's show some of the highlights of what we're capable of doing.
Go back to what we wanted to be.
And then bring it into the next game and show that you're capable of doing it again.
Agreed. Now, we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Doncic. Then it's AI, and it's Sabonis in at the 5 spot. Inside, it's stolen by Davis. Gordon against Hardaway. Phillips, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. That one's off. He starts the game with the miss. A pass to Porzingis, an emphatic LU jam.
Always the connection with the teammate. That time Porzingis in the right spot.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Wheeler. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation. Something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Here's AI, and he uses the glass on the layup. AI's got his second bucket.
Once AI gets the ball in that painted area, he's just got a number of ways that he can go to cause damage.
Hardaway against Gordon. And there's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, a bit of a tough start here at 1 for 4.
Now, here's AI. AI. He's guarded closely.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Outside Gordon. Passes it to Wheeler. He kicks it to Davis. Sabonis grabs the board.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Stolen by AI. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got 3 assists in the game. Outside Gordon. Wheeler. Guarded by Porzingis. Wheeler. That one's off. Still out of sync.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Porzingis showing a little strength down low that time. You can't get upset at the D for being physical with him on that play.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of the evening. First free throw is good.
Well, after the boos on draft night when he got to the league, you could immediately recognize the unique talents of Kristaps Porzingis, and he keeps trying to raise the bar for himself. An exciting young player for the league. Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from there.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. Moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
You know, they're the visiting team. It's a loud arena, very distracting at times, but simply no excuse for missing a ton of free throws.
Yeah, it just looked like, and I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but just never comfortable in this game. And the line certainly is one of those places where that could show up.
That's good from Doncic on the assist by AI. AI's got 4 assists in the game. Pelicans trail by 13. Pass to Davis. In the corner, it's Gordon. Back to Davis. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger. And Anthony Davis is just as complete a player on the offensive end as you're going to find. Great facing up, great mid-range, plays with the back to the basket. One of the things that is his best quality, Kevin, that does not get talked about much, is just how devastating he is in transition. One of the game's greatest runners and finishers. And when you play with a point guard who will advance the ball, he becomes that much more dangerous.
And it's Gordon missing. Mavericks leading by 15. Here's AI. Uses the glass to finish the layup. AI's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. And Brentford Davis in his offense, the stat lines he can put up are just jaw-dropping.
Man, even from a historic standpoint, very few big men can dominate a game in the multitude of ways that AD can. Incredibly quick with his decision-making. He's really got great footwork, and with his length, he has the easiest time getting a shot off any switch. I mean, it's just an automatic mismatch. He is truly a special player. Now, this is a quarter that he would love to forget as soon as possible, not getting anything to go.
Here's AI, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, when you ask why is AI so difficult to stop without fouling, it's because he has a number of ways to beat you. Shooting, moving without the ball, passing it. Very difficult to take everything away.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. In the corner, it's Gordon. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. There's Hollis Jefferson. Hits it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
AI outside. Down low, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing, the passion that they're playing with up and down the floor.
Gordon against Hardaway. And it's Gordon penetrating, and the layup falls. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they run the pick and roll right there to perfection as Gordon gets the shot to go.
Outside, Porzingis. He dishes it to AI. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Kicks it to Davis. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
One of the surest things in the NBA right now is Anthony Davis, the ball inside, and him converting 2 points.
Back to AI. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Pelicans trail by 17. Down low, and it's Davis with the jam.
And when AD takes off from the ground for alley-oops like this one, it really demoralizes the opponent.
It's AI on the wing. He had a career game last time out, bucket after bucket.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Just incredible flow offensively. Everyone's doing their part. Let's see if they can sustain this early momentum.
Knocks it loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Well, most coaches will tell you, you need scoring in the paint to be successful. Here are some big men around the league that have been providing plenty of that over the last month. Anthony Davis is second.
That's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. I mean, game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Well, you're building a team. The foundation starts here. Big men who can dominate a game offensively in the low post. Every franchise would like to have one, and this is the cream of the crop.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Kuzminskis, he's checked in for Sabonis. Hudson comes in for Doncic. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. To the middle, here's Kuzminskis. Basket is good. The assist from AI.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
He's guarded by AI.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. And AI with the stuff.
Well, AI is just torching the defense. You can't take away everything from a great player, but you got to take away something.
Zhang with the ball. Now guarded by Porzingis. Here's Craig. As to Phillips. At the top of the key, Zhang. Clock at 4. Knocked loose. Here's Porzingis with a fast break chance. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
A little shiftiness there.
That's tipped. They've got Anthony Davis. Gordon is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Phillips in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Out of bounds, Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Spurs was all business. He ended up with 59 points and was diming everybody up with an incredible assist game, setting up his teammates all night long. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. He lifted his game to an unreal level that night.
Yeah, he showed how dangerous he is when he's at his best. And, man, he'd love to keep that hot streak going here tonight.
Would you guys be surprised if he doesn't keep it going? I mean, the only way to follow up a game like that is with an even better one.
And each bucket at this point feels like a backbreaker.
Well, to win at this level consistently, you cannot be faint of heart, and he's going in for the kill.
Wheeler, he's guarded by AI. Here's Davis. There's Hollis Jefferson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And you have to love the way Hollis Jefferson plays on the defensive end. So active with his length and can disrupt an offense single-handedly. The team is visibly better on defense with Hollis Jefferson on the floor.
The Mavericks have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And with Hollis Jefferson in his defense, he's not only strong, but he's versatile with whom he can guard.
Yeah, I mean, RHJ has great length, and at 6'7", he can guard almost every position on the floor. Strong on the glass, even though he's often undersized in his matchup. RHJ is anything but an average player. I really love how effective he's become on both ends.
Davis is focused right now and is staying in a great rhythm no matter what kind of pressure he's facing.
AI outside at the elbow. Doncic. Clock at 6. It's AI on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. And that's now 20 points for AI.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. It's in. That's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Beautiful execution from him, building off a great first quarter, looking unstoppable here.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded closely. Sabonis, nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Passes to Davis. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Sunday, they'll face off against Donovan Mitchell and the Utah Jazz. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for that Thunder game, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge. And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pelicans trail by 15. Outside, Davis. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here's Jackson, and good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Wheeler. Misses the 3. Dallas leading by 15. And it's AI missing. It's up a 3. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 8 now on the night. AI left side. It's stolen by Davis. Wheeler. He's guarded by AI. Pass to Wheeler. Outside Gordon. Sabonis against Davis. Over Sabonis. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
And you could try to key in on him, but that's tough. They run plays that routinely give him makeable looks.
To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. Wheeler. He's guarded by AI. Knocks it loose. From the line. Pelicans pull it in.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen. You just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
To the inside. Here's Hardaway. And good coming on the assist by AI. AI's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Outside Gordon. He kicks to Davis. Back to Gordon. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's AI. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I was
on my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
We have so many great superstars, but after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Gordon, the pass to Wheeler. Back to Gordon. Davis down low. Defended by Sabonis. Here's Wheeler. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
The pass to Hollis Jefferson. In the corner, it's Gordon. Passes it to Wheeler. To the paint. There's Hollis Jefferson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the 3-point line.
They get it back. Here's Davis. He makes the Johnny from the left block. Davis has got 14 points for the game.
He has single-handedly helped them carve into this lead thanks to his scoring in the quarter.
And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
AI left side. And Doncic gets it to go.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Loads it up for Davis. And it's Davis finishing it off.
Just such great work from the athletic big man. Anthony Davis is so devastating on offense.
Back to AI. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. AI's got 26. 43 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Kicks to Davis. Porzingis with the steal. Pass to AI. To the left side wing. Hardaway dishes to AI. Pelicans pull it in. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. New Orleans got into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. He's guarded by AI. Pass to Davis. Over Porzingis.
On the backside, Porzingis is staying very aware and alert, keeping those big.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks cruising into the quarter. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Well, for New Orleans, shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. On the floor for Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis is out there with Doncic. Then there's Hardaway. Then it's Sabonis. And it's AI in at the point. Takes it from 10. That one goes in. Davis has got the first bucket of the third here for New Orleans.
Well, AD has the green light. Trust me, in this offensive system, he can shoot the ball whenever he wants.
Phillips, the pass to Gordon. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now the pass to Wheeler. New Orleans moving the ball around. Davis finds Hollis Jefferson.
Sabonis very agile for a big, so consistently getting himself in better positions defensively.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Passes it to Gordon. And here is Davis. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him, but credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
Now, Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. Remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
Wheeler, the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Rejected by AI. The Pelicans have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
4 on the clock. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. There's Hollis Jefferson. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And they're running. Out to AI. Uses the glass to finish the layup. AI's got 31 points.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
New Orleans making a switch here. Zhang's checked in. Moutier is checked in for Dallas.
And when Davis is releasing his shot from that high in the air, there's just no way to contest it.
AI kicks to Sabonis. Back to AI. And there it is for him. AI's got 33 points.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. Back to Jang. Porzingis with the block.
Yeah, good luck getting a shot over the 7-foot, 6-inch tall wingspan of Kristaps Porzingis.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Davis. Wheeler. He's guarded by AI. It's stolen by Moutier. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Loads it up for Davis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Chang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Wheeler. He's guarded by AI. Pass to Chang. He kicks it to Gordon. Trying his luck deep. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Dallas has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Yeah, that's a great pass there. It takes great eyes and peripheral vision, but also some instinct and AI reading the floor that time.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Davis down low. Sabonis is there. And again, New Orleans has no luck. The Mavericks have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Davis kicks to Gordon. Here's Wheeler. No good again that time.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
I admire the approach here, especially in such a hostile environment. Offense and defense, they really played a whale of a game.
There's the pass to Jang. With the fadeaway. And Davis can't get it to go.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation because the matchups right now just not favorable.
New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Wheeler. That shot missing. Good D by AI.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Yeah, as a coach in this league, you have to have guys that you can depend on. AI is always going to give you 100.
Outside Williams to the middle to stop the run. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Quinn.
Yeah, this is the feel of a player to use his body to keep the shot from being blocked. Excellent work there.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now we take a look at the 2K leaderboard to see who the best rebounders in the NBA have been over the last 10 games. Second is Domantas Sabonis.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Passes it to Craig. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the high post. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Next up on the docket, the Bucks following this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. And that one is good.
He's hit the proverbial switch, effortlessly finding different ways to score.
Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Craig's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's some good interior passing, and that's how you move it on the inside.
Taken away by Williams. Pass to Wood. Dishes to Williams. To the inside. Wood with the bucket. Wood's got 11 points.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
AI passes to Sabonis. Kicks it to Doncic. Here's AI. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against New Orleans.
Well, there's just no fear in AI's game. In the painted area, in traffic, draws the contact.
5 attempts for him at the line tonight. He's made 3.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
A different look for Dallas. Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Sabonis. Kuzminskis comes in for Porzingis. And Hudson subbed in for Doncic. Pass to Craig. And the pass to Wood. To the wing on the left. New Orleans moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go from the wing. Again, the Pelicans score. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from long range in the 3rd quarter so far. And AI with the stuff.
Talk about aggression. AI making his presence felt at the 10.
New Orleans has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Zhang with the ball. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Dallas has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. There's the dish to Williams. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Got a piece of it. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Mavericks now. The Mavericks shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Back to AI. Lets it go with a 3. The shot comes out, and New Orleans will go the other way with it. There's a minute 40 left in the 3rd. Takes the 12-footer and hits. He's got 17.
He has still not missed a shot. Where would they be today without him?
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
We've got 1:18 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Passes it to Wood. Here's Craig from beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Brunson. To the paint. Here's Papagiannis. And good coming on the assist by AI. Papagiannis has got 4 points in the quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's Chang. Over in the corner, Williams. Here's Craig. He's guarded by AI. Can't hit from 12.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just he shouldn't miss that.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Zhang kicks to Craig. There's the three. It's rebounded by Brunson.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
Pass to Craig. Over AI. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it.
Well, that's great.
And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes and what separates great playmakers.
Platoon swap here for New Orleans. Then for the Mavericks, Emmanuel Mudiay comes in for Hudson. And AI is subbed in for Teodosic. Back to AI. Brent, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple years talking about how it is they want to approach the game. It ends up being a high-scoring affair with a lot of highlights, but overall, it's not the most important thing for the weekend.
We've got Wood. He's out there with Davis, and it's Wheeler in at the 1. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Feeds to Davis. Got it. Good job in the low post. Davis has got 24.
And really, that's a perfect screen and roll play that gets AD to look where he wanted it.
Mudiay kicks to AI. And AI with the stuff.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Poked away. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Hudson's checked in for Kuzminskis. New Orleans has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. He's guarded by AI. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
I really like the awareness, noticing that he's got the mismatch, and then he just used his size as his advantage on the layup.
Another bucket. Wow.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Pass to Craig. Now the pass to Wood. It's stolen. And here we go. AI heading to the hoop. And another one. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Davis inside. AI grabs the board. Mavericks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. He kicks it to Moutier. Hudson the pass to AI. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older professional, younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
Down low. Outside for Jackson. It's AI on the wing. A 15-footer, and it falls over the rim and in.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Dallas.
And guys, the fast break was run, I thought, beautifully all night by these guys. I think that was a big part of their success.
Yeah, they definitely ran the break well. A big advantage in that category, and they continually put pressure on the defense.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for AI.
He came in with a focus and brought that dominant performance to the defense all night long, controlling the pace of the game and was firing on all cylinders.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Kicks to Davis. Here's Craig, defended by Moutier. Davis, the pass to Wood. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Well, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
AI left side. And another one falls. Amazing.
And that's 70.
He's unbelievable. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Craig Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. And we'll see you next time.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks. And right now for the Mavericks, they certainly seem to be on a mission. The results have been excellent for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And the Milwaukee Bucks, plenty of exciting young talent, a superstar in the making. Shaq, they're definitely on the rise.
Yeah, Ernie, they've drafted pretty well.
A stunning view of the moon over our broadcast location tonight in Dallas, Texas. It's the Mavericks in Dallas, Texas for a little interconference action here at the American Airlines Center with Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. This game is part of the travel schedule for Milwaukee. They put together game after game, winning 5 games in a row. Fantastic stretch.
And right now for the Bucks, and I'll tell you, this has been a surprise how they started the year. Obviously, whatever adjustments they made in the offseason, definitely working out for them so far.
You know, Greg, I like to see a team come out of the gate strong, right? Their chemistry has been absolutely sensational.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Brogdon, and it's Reed at the 5 spot.
Well, this is what you like to see from AI. He's seeing the whole floor, and he makes the unselfish play.
Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Porzingis against Antetokounmpo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupation.
And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, you know, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done.
Here's Bledsoe following the basket by AI. Reed kicks to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. It's AI on the wing. He's guarded by Brogdon. AI passes to Hardaway over Bledsoe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
Now, Tim Hardaway Jr. to me is a terrific all-around player, right? He can score it, he can pass it, he'll rebound the position. There's a lot to like about his game.
And the first one drops. By this point in the season, Doris, certain teams have been hit hard by the injury bug, and the truth is the next man up, the next player up can be easier said than done.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Kevin. Sometimes it's not necessarily when the injury happens, it's who has the injury hit. So a all-star level player, an MVP caliber player, can't necessarily be replaced 1 for 1. So sometimes you've got to make some schematic adjustments, and sometimes you've got to rely on the whole to pick up the one big star that's gone down.
I always thought 2 characters really revealed when you start losing a couple players to injury.
No doubt, Kevin.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Brogdon kicks to Antetokounmpo. The pass to Brogdon. Now here's Antetokounmpo. He can't hit that time. Nice D from Porzingis. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up to the Mavericks. They trail by 1. They traveled to Milwaukee last time they faced the Bucks, and they came away with the win.
A huge margin of victory for them when these 2 teams squared off last, and they got scoring from up and down their lineup.
Yeah, I think when your bench puts up that kind of productivity, it makes your offense so much more difficult to defend. It's a key element in their last win.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Milwaukee. Hits it from 3-point range. Porzingis has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Bledsoe. Not a lot of room. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, we know because of Bledsoe's power, guys can't push this guy around. That time it results in an and one.
Yorgos Papagiannis is checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Over in the corner, Doncic. Back to AI. And the shot goes down. AI's got his second basket of the night.
What I like here, AI challenging the defense inside, working for high percentage shots.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. That shot, no good.
Boy, not enough spring in his step on the way to the cup. He actually short arms that layup.
AI in the post, guarded by Bledsoe. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, complete focus right now. Such an impressive start to this game. 100% from the field.
A shot by Brogdon, wide open. Off target with his three.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
AI passes to Papagiannis. To the paint. And AI gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis. And it's 8 points for AI.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bledsoe kicks to Reed. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Middleton outside. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Challenging the shot has almost the same effect as blocking.
No doubt, especially when the shooter knows that a defender is draped all over him. That kind of activity alters shots.
Here is Bledsoe. After Luka Doncic's bucket, Antetokounmpo kicks to Brogdon. Middleton outside. And AI comes to help. Middleton finds Bledsoe. Basket good. Bledsoe's got 10 points in the game.
Well, he'll take on all comers. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense on the interior.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer.
Thanks, Kevin. He told me that when you're playing against a team as good as they are inside, you have to stop the easy looks. He said if they can keep them out of the paint, they'll be in good shape to win. We'll see, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Look at Toronto. They hold the first place spot in the conference, just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, there's the Bucks, 2 spots down.
And I think for Milwaukee, and I'll tell you, this has been a surprise how they started the year. Obviously, whatever adjustments they made in the offseason, definitely working out for them so far.
You know, Greg, I like to see a team come out of the gate strong, right? Their chemistry has been absolutely sensational.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Nails the 16-footer. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
Boy, Kev, I love his game. He can hurt you in so many different ways.
Porzingis passes to AI. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 10.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Bucks trail by 5. For the Dallas Mavericks, the last couple of years, generating free throw attempts has been a problem.
Which is a shame because when they've gotten to the line, they've been extremely accurate. But let's remember, you have a ton of jump shooters on this team, and that's a point of emphasis.
Emmanuel Mudiay is checked in for Dallas. Milwaukee also making some changes. Henry Ellenson comes in for Willie Reed, and Jones subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. 6 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo against Porzingis. 2 points. That one goes. And it's 8 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, Mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Here's AI. And it's Dallas with another.
Oh, man, off to a terrific start. Yet to miss with 6 made buckets.
Now, here's Brogdon, defended by Mudiay. Baseline J on the way. No good that time. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. AI outside. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Doncic. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Oh, he throws it down with such ease. That rim might as well be 8 feet off the ground.
And it's Bledsoe with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
I think, Greg, you can't expect to win with that kind of effort. The defense was nowhere to be found, and it cost them all night long.
And Milwaukee, looking at who they got. They've got Chris Middleton. Rocking out there with Bledsoe. And it's Reed, and it's Griffin in at the 4 slot. The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. Free throw good, AI. Doris, look in your crystal ball. 5 years from now, who do you think will be the 2-3 best players in the NBA?
Well, certainly some of the names. I won't say this is a definitive list, but as long as health holds, I'm going to give you 3 men who are going to be bad men in the NBA for a long time. Giannis Antetokounmpo, because the Greek freak is able at his size to handle it, take it off the window, and dominate action in transition. If he gets a consistent jump shot, forget about it. Ben Simmons, exactly the same thing. His passing ability is extraordinary. I think you'll see him get a low post game, and I think he'll get a jump shot, and he will be unguardable. And one of my absolute favorites is Mr. Joel Embiid. Give it to you inside, give it to you outside. Mr. Embiid can handle it. He can dominate with his defense. Those 3 men are going to be all-stars for a long, long time.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now here's Middleton. He's guarded closely. To the inside. Bledsoe. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got his 3rd assist on the night. For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Bucket is good.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Bucks trail. They get a hand on it, out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Mavericks.
And even when the deep 3 has been there, they've stayed away from it. They're working hard to get shots from close range, resisting that urge to get too loose with their shot selection.
Now, here's AI. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Bledsoe outside. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Bledsoe's got 16 points.
I think they'll keep going to him more and more as they look to hang on to their lead. Why not with the way this guy is shooting it?
Here's AI. Off the left rim and out.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Now here's Bledsoe. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Pistons in Detroit. 5 to shoot. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Middleton can't get it to go.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Here's Bledsoe, following the basket by AI. Bledsoe kicks to Middleton. Fires for 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And AI gets it to go.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Left side, Griffin. A shot by Middleton. wide open. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Griffin.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now, here's AI. He's got 24. It's deflected. Stolen by AI. Sabonis, the pass to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Doncic. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And what's so impressive about Doncic, the maturity. Yes, he's polished, but he's got a completeness to his game at such a young age.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Well, yet another 5-star, one-and-done player coming out of Kentucky. Bledsoe was the 18th pick in the 2010 draft and looking very much the steal at that spot now.
Hardaway against Brogdon. Middleton outside. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Dallas.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. AI left side. It's AI on the wing. And that one, good. AI's got 26 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, AI in their last time out against the Pelicans was all business. He had 70 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. The numbers in that game make me anxious to see what he can do tonight. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you, guys. Could you believe that performance? Wow.
I mean, it was really something to see. I mean, he showed everybody just how special he is when he is on his game.
Well, that was an elite performance, and it didn't seem to matter what approach they used to try to slow this guy down. He had an answer for everything.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A different look for Milwaukee. Ellenson comes in for Willie Reed, and Jones subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. We now have rules, Doris, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
Here's Kuzminskis. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. And now it's an 11-point Maverick lead. Looking at Dallas, they took that win in their last game against New Orleans. Here's Antetokounmpo, stolen by AI. Kuzminskis kicks to AI. For three, that's good from Doncic on the assist by AI. Doncic has got 8 points here in this quarter. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Brogdon with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Pistons in Detroit. And it's in there. Ellinson's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's AI. The rebound by Brogdon.
Boy, I didn't think he had a chance of stopping that lay-in. What a gutsy defensive play.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Mavericks leading by 10. Here's AI. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Ellinson.
Well, you catch the defender a little out of position. AI has the awareness to see it and the talent to take advantage of it.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
The Bucks making a switch here. Hill's checked in. Now here's Jones. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Back to AI. Good on the bucket. AI's got 35.
I'll tell you, what a start in the first quarter, and now he's taking it to a new level here in the second.
And it's Hill penetrating. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Dallas. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Porzingis. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
Now here's Jones. He's got 6. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. From 10 feet out, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's AI making highlights for Dallas. Setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the... Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following... And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at AI, in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, he certainly put the defense in a tough spot in that half. Forces the issue, draws the contact time and time again.
Porzingis is out there with Sabonis. Then there's Doncic. Then it's AI. And it's Hardaway in at the 2 spot. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Here's AI. And there it is for him. AI's got 37.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Free throw line jump shot, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Mavericks leading by 18. Hardaway passes to AI. Off target with his 3. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. They get to take on the Bulls at Chicago after this one. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. And here's Middleton. Bledsoe, a good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 20.
You know, he can be erratic, but that's also what makes Bledsoe such a creative, often prolific scorer.
Porzingis kicks to AI. To the middle. Reed with the steal. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Middleton outside. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does. Over Porzingis. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Goes up the baseline, and Chris Middleton pulls it down.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
No good from Bledsoe.
Tough start to the second half, just 1 for 5. Wow.
AI left side. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I pay to see this. Watching AI go to work, score in a variety of ways. This guy unstoppable right now.
No good from Bledsoe.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Count that bucket. Sabonis has got 4 points in the quarter.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Well, I mean, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Take a look at the Mavericks. Things going their way so far in this season. Right now, they lead the pack up front in the first spot with the best record. And, of course, there's the Trailblazers sitting directly below them, just 1 spot down.
You know, right now, Dallas, and you have to love the way this team is playing. No one was really talking about them at the beginning of the year. Now, they're one of the hottest teams in the league.
Well, Greg, we're talking about them now, right? This terrific start certainly has the attention of the rest of the league.
The Bucks have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. AI from long range, but they'll get another chance. A 3 from Porzingis. A shot off that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul. And the Mavericks making a change here. Udier is checked in. Bucks trail by 17.
And Malcolm Brogdon, the son of a lawyer and a college dean, no less. His maturity and thoughtfulness certainly reflect that upbringing.
Middleton drives in. Mavericks with the rebound. Sabonis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Udier with the basket. Udier's got 5. And with the way Brogdon conducts himself, some teammates call him, Greg, the president.
Yeah, he has an air about him. That he has that leadership quality and has a goal to create an NGO to alleviate poverty and hunger in developing nations. Who knows? Politics might not be out of the question for this young man.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul. The Mavericks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The first one falls. G League last season experimenting, Doris, with coaches' challenges of certain calls during games. You see that perhaps moving over as well to the NBA.
Kevin, my understanding on this is that across NBA ownership, there is real momentum to allow for a coach's challenge. And I think it's commonplace to see teams argue a call. When it's all said and done, we want to get things correct. And so maybe you see this happen in the G League, and what's the carryover to the NBA? I don't know, but I can tell you unequivocally, ownership wants to see a coach's challenge in the NBA at some point.
I think, Doris, anytime you can make those coaches do more, put more on the line, just adds to the intrigue of the game.
No question.
Bucks trail by 21. Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. Rejected by AI.
Well, AI tracks the play, times his move, get it out of here.
Here's Brogdon. Mavericks with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And Moutier throws it down.
And they're just dominating on both ends. And it's reflected now in the score.
Oh, absolutely, Greg. They were absolutely rolling in sync totally on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Bledsoe passes to Felicio. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Felicio's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Jackson in the corner. Back to AI. is in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. AI's got 43 points. And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Bledsoe. 6 to shoot. Looking to get back on track here. Count the basket. And that's 10 points for Chris Middleton.
Yeah, the defense not closing out in time. He's too quick and too good to miss many of those.
And now running up the court, Bledsoe pushing it up. On his 15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
Come on, this guy is a blur in the open court. Bledsoe does some of his best work in space.
Mavericks leading by 19. AI kicks to Sabonis. Back to AI. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This guy's trying to close this game out in style. He's not going to stop attacking until he's sure this win is in the books.
Kuzminskis, he's checked in for Jackson. Tyus Jones, he's checked in for the Bucks.
Well, this guy was a big-time recruit in high school, and things didn't work out immediately for AI. But here he was, willing to put in the work, adjust your perspective, and get where you want to be.
Timeout called, the Bucks. AI really making a difference here.
He just keeps hitting shot after shot. They need to design a way to deny him the basketball. Make someone else beat you.
Brogdon inside the line, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right, the effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
Kuzminskis the pass to AI. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Basket is good. The assist from AI. Sabonis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
This guy's a skilled interior scorer. There's height, there's great shot selection. Sabonis doing work right now.
And Middleton kicks to Brogdon. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Brogdon's got his second basket of the game.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
AI with it, working on Jones. The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And the Bucks with some changes. Henry Ellinson's checked in for Chris Middleton. And George Hill's subbed in for Brogdon. Hill passes to Ellinson. Jones, no one around him. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jones has got 9.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Sabonis kicks to Moutier. Here's Kuzminskis. Makes it off the glass.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Jones the pass to Ellinson, and he makes good on the layup. He has 6.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of.
Mavericks leading by 20. AI outside. Back to Kuzminskis. Stolen by Ellinson. And it's the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And good, he hits it again. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Hill kicks to Antetokounmpo. Hill passes to Antetokounmpo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Well, as usual, a lot of offense in the NBA is being generated from the small forward position this season. Here are the league's best at that position. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Chris Middleton, 4th.
A lot of the NBA's most explosive players man that small forward position, and you're looking at a pretty good collection of them right there.
Well, that's putting it mildly. The offensive firepower they're packing is superb, and their talent runs the gamut. They can hurt you inside, long range, anywhere in between. They're all just too tough to stop.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Mavericks leading by 20. Runs in the pass to Sabonis. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And good that time. Antetokounmpo has got 4 this quarter.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Here's Minskis, the pass to Hudson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Hudson's got his second bucket of the night.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Jones dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
This guy's pulling his weight tonight. The guys around him need to pick up the slack and start following his lead.
Hudson kicks to Moutier. Passes it to Sabonis. Count it. Sabonis has got 12 points in just the second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Now here is Hill, defended by Moutier. Shot from 12. Mavericks with the rebound. Sabonis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeding. Here's Brunson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
I love this approach.
Here's Middleton. Shot from the inbound. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime.
On the floor for Milwaukee, starting the fourth quarter. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Jones, and it's Reed in at center, locking down the middle. Here's Antetokounmpo, kicks it out to Jones. Middleton on the wing, guarded by Porzingis. Back to Jones. Clock at 6. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Out to AI. Three-pointer on the way. Buries the long-range jumper. AI's got 56 points in the game.
Lined it up and knocked it down. His second triple tonight.
Outside, Antetokounmpo to end the run. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Luka Doncic. Also often when a player changes teams, Doris, we see a lot of emotions from him, his teammates, from the fans, and coaches. Is it even reasonable to expect loyalty in sports nowadays?
You know, I think times have changed, Kevin. We're no longer living in an era where a player sticks with an organization throughout the course of his tenure, or at least that is the outlier nowadays. The reality is teams always make decisions with their long-term best interests at heart. And so when a player has earned the right to embrace his free agency, there's a reason it's termed free agency, then he should have an equal opportunity to the team to make the decisions that are in his best interest. Whatever those values and priorities for that individual player are, when you reach free agency, you've earned that right.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the pass to Bledsoe. And again, the Bucks miss.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Bucks have gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Bledsoe outside. Stolen by AI. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And the Bucks making a change here. Leiden's checked in. And for Milwaukee, they're shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. Brogdon against Hardaway. From 12 feet out. The shot by Brogdon, no good.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Goes up the baseline. Tries again. And it's good on the way in.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Leiden. Back to Bledsoe. Lays it up off the glass. Bledsoe's got 26 points.
Boy, you can't pin their struggles today on him. He's been on fire from the field.
It's AI on the wing. Guarded by Bledsoe. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Free throw good, AI. Well, the league is always looking for ways to adjust the rules, make them better. There's a committee that studies this every single year. And, you know, with that in mind, Doris, any rules you think they should alter, tweak?
Yeah, there's absolutely one, Kevin, and I think this goes to the point where perhaps we can have some more uniformity in the FIBA-ruled games that are played and the NBA. And there's one thing that's occurred in international play where players are becoming more athletic, and the opportunity for electric stuff to happen in transition is critical. To me, we have got to stop the intentional fouls, which are prohibiting fast breaks and all the potential for the explosive, exciting athleticism to be on display. So that, to me, is something we've got to address.
I'm with you.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out. They're able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Bledsoe outside. Feeds it to Mbamute. Porzingis with the block, and they're able to recover. Bledsoe for three. Porzingis with the rebound.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Such a wide open look. 64 points for AI.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Hardaway against Brogdon. Over Hardaway. And that one hits back iron.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Here's AI. Off target at the rim. And there's the foul. It'll go on AI. That is his first foul of the game. And the Mavericks with some changes. The league taking steps, Doris, to reform the draft lottery, flattening out the odds, doing a variety of things just to analyze the way it works, the mechanics. Do you think the change will be enough?
Well, again, I think this goes back to the leadership at the top of the NBA, and the right man is in charge in Adam Silver. And as is typical to Adam Silver, everything happens with a very measured approach in terms of reform. You do a little bit, and then you evaluate. But I think Adam has made it clear that the change they made to the draft lottery was nothing more than a first step. Now, where do we go from here? That remains to be seen.
5 to shoot. AI passes to Papagiannis. Basket is good. The assist from AI.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing. Threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
Here's Brogdon. Bledsoe outside. And the three off target.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter.
Here's AI. Good, he hits again. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Brogdon against Hudson. For three, Middleton. That shot off, and it's Dallas the other way. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Hudson against Brogdon. lot of times late in the season, Doris, we see the expensive vets bought out of their contracts. Often they sign for a cheap price for a true contender, and that affects parity among postseason qualifiers.
No doubt about it, Kevin. It really brings into very sharp focus the value of a quality GM, because the rich can get richer, and it can tilt things toward the top teams. I don't mind it, Kevin. Part of the reason these players agree to a buyout in the first place is the opportunity to choose their next situation. It is within the rules, and therefore I have no problem with it.
I like it as well. Here's AI.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Free throw good, AI. A different look from Milwaukee. Griffin's checked in for Felicio. Hill comes in for Malcolm Brogdon. And Jones subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
But you love to watch George Hill stroke it from the mid-range, demonstrates his ability to score from just about anywhere.
AI left side. Jackson in the corner. Here's AI, and got it! Another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Mavericks. Free throw, no good for AI. Players going to great lengths to improve their performance and extending their prime years. We're seeing it all over the league. Doris, it amazes me.
I heard a number of LeBron James spending 7 figures a year.
Wow.
That's a 1 in 6 zeros to take care of his body.
No kidding.
Right, making an investment in your future, understanding nutrition to training to recovery. Listen, you have a limited window, Kevin, to make money with your body if you're a professional athlete. So why you wouldn't want to extend that window as long as possible? You're playing a kid's game for fun, Kevin. Come on, let's lengthen it out if we can.
For three, Middleton. Not going to go that time. And it's Dallas the other way. It's AI on the wing. .121 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so looking at the number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for AI.
You have to focus on the steals he came up with. They were huge factors in the end result.
The drive by Hill. Here's Ellenson. Good, the assist goes to Hill. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync and saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
Well, this is exactly how you put teams away. Late game execution leads to a tremendous win.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth. Now here's Jones. Defense right on him. 6 to shoot. Fires from deep. Hill, no good. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. It was a tale of 2 teams.